Hi there, today we're running you through the topic, the top retailers, and this is the upgraded version. This is useful for understanding in depth the volumes of every retailer in the country that self-registers STCs or declares them to SunWiz, and this will help you understand which customers to target, what's your market share of those customers, or your share of wallet, therefore, of those customers, which ones you should be partnering with, which ones you should be keeping a watching eye on because they're growing or because they're contracting. This topic is an upgrade that's available for you, and it's located in the topics retailers area. Let's dive in. Firstly, note that there is some data tables here which cover the top 50 nationally and top 20 in each state, their monthly volumes, and then you can also have a look at all retailers that self-register STCs that are located in this here, broken down by month and by state, if you really want to dive into things and understand share of wallet and trends. So we then look at the top 50 retailers with the first 5 over here on a separate axis to the next 45. You also see here growth rates, and one of the benefits of interactivity is you can see what their recent growth rate is in more detail as you hover over, but the color gives you an indication of whether they are growing or contracting at present. This chart also shows you for a number of top retailers whether their volumes have been going up or down, for example, and noting that some of these ones which have got asterisks after them are companies which self-registered as to SunWiz. So if they're not showing any data points, it's typically because they have missed out on reporting by the time this chart was produced. Then we look at the top retailers, top 20 retailers in the residential market, and looking at their volumes and their growth rates, and then the top 20 retailers in the commercial market. And what we do here is we also break this out into the commercial segments. So for example, the 75 to 100, 30 to 75, and 15 to 30. And these figures that are listed here on this chart here show you the rank within that segment. So National Solar Energy Group, while ranking 3rd overall, when you combine those segments, was the first ranked company in the 15 to 30. AGL has got to #1 overall because of being #1 in that 75 to 100. In comparison, they only rank 6th in that 15 to 30 kilowatt range. We then look at the top 10 retailers by state. That will then give you similar information again, their volumes and their growth rates. And interestingly, if you hover over these with your interactive license, you can see where that same company is sitting in other states as well. We can then also look at which of the top growing companies and how their volumes pan out. And we can also have a look at those companies that are contracting. Again, noting those ones with asterisks beside them may just be listed there because they have we haven't included their reporting data in the most recent month. We also provide some information on the volume of rebates that are going through the Victorian Solar rebate. And the benefit of doing that is understanding those companies which aren't necessarily registering STCs for themselves and how they are standing up in Victoria. Note this is just rebated installations, and we also break that down by owner-occupied or landlord. So we hope you found that of interest. You can demonstrate some of the benefits of interactivity, but it's worth noting that you can also download data and interact with it in Excel format for you, and you can also do some data filters if that's of interest to you too. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thanks.